You know that feeling when you walk into a party or work event and suddenly your brain forgets how to be human? You're standing there clutching your drink like it's a security blanket, pretending to text someone important, even though it's just your notes app. Yeah, that's small talk anxiety, but here's the truth. Small talk isn't actually small. It's the doorway to every real conversation you've ever had. Your closest friend? Your favorite coworker? All of them started with something painfully awkward like, hey, is this seat taken? So today, I'll show you how to actually master small talk, even if you're an introvert who'd rather vanish into a plant than say hi to a stranger. Here's what most people get wrong about small talk. They think it's about saying the right thing, like there's some magical line that'll make people like you. Spoiler, there isn't. Small talk isn't about talking. It's about connecting. It's about making the other person feel like they're not just another NPC in your day. And that's good news because it means you don't need to be charming or funny. You just need one skill: curious presence. The core skill: curious presence. Curious presence means you stop rehearsing what to say next and start noticing what's actually happening right in front of you. Let me show you how this works. You're in an elevator. Someone next to you sighs dramatically. You could ignore it, or you could say, long day already? Boom. You just opened the door. You didn't force them to perform or explain. You just noticed something real. That's the secret to small talk. You don't need to invent topics. You just need to notice them. Why this works. Psychology part. Here's why this works. People don't crave entertainment. They crave acknowledgement. We all just want to feel seen. When you make a simple, genuine observation, you're saying, hey, I noticed you exist. And that's a surprisingly rare thing. Think about it. When was the last time someone actually noticed you? Not your outfit, not your job title, just you in the moment. Feels good, right? That's the effect you give others when you master small talk. Let's say you're at a coffee shop. The barista is struggling with the espresso machine like it's possessed. Most people would just stare awkwardly. You say, looks like that thing's fighting for its life today. They'll laugh, roll their eyes, and say, yeah, it's been acting up all morning. And boom, conversation. Not because you're clever, but because you were human. Or maybe you're in the office kitchen and someone's microwaving something that smells mysterious. Instead of saying nothing, you say, I'm afraid to ask what that is, but I kind of want to know. Now you've turned a moment of silence into shared humor, and shared humor equals instant connection. See, people think small talk is fake, but it's actually how real conversations begin. It's like stretching before a workout. Awkward at first, but necessary if you don't want to pull a social muscle later. All right, let's break this into something you can actually use. I call it the noticer framework. Step 1. Notice something specific. Could be what they're doing, wearing, holding, or even their mood. Step 2. Comment, don't interrogate. Say, that's a strong coffee order. Not, why did you order that? Statements are lighter than questions. Step 3. Match their vibe. If they give short answers, don't force it. If they open up, follow that thread. You're not trying to win the conversation, you're trying to meet the person. Let's play this out. You're waiting for your flight at the airport. The person next to you sighs and stares at the delayed sign. You glance over and say, the classic airport bonding ritual. Shared suffering. Instant friendship. Or you're at a friend's wedding and everyone's doing that awkward standing around thing before dinner. Someone's holding a glass of champagne with a strawberry in it. You say, I respect anyone who puts fruit in their drink. That's confidence. It's playful. It's human. And it gives them something to respond to. The mindset shift. The truth is, introverts are often better at small talk once they stop trying to perform, because introverts notice things others miss. You read body language, tone, little shifts in energy. That's your superpower. You don't need to talk more. You just need to notice better. Handling awkward silence. Okay, but what if you say something and they don't respond? Simple. You smile, sip your drink, and move on. You didn't fail. You just gave them the option to connect, and they passed. No big deal. Think of small talk like fishing. You cast the line, but you don't wrestle the fish out of the water. You just wait and see if they bite. Common mistake. One mistake people make is thinking they need to be interesting. They start performing, throwing random facts, funny lines, or trying to sound cool. But here's the paradox. People don't remember interesting people. They remember people who made them feel interesting. So instead of trying to shine, try to illuminate. Let them shine a bit. Ask follow ups like, how did you get into that? Or, that actually sounds kind of fun. What's the story behind it? The confidence trick. And if you still feel anxious, here's a little hack. Before any social event, pick one goal. Make one person smile. That's it. Not impress, not perform, just connect. When you focus on giving energy instead of getting approval, you stop being nervous and start being curious. And curiosity? That's magnetic. Wrap up. Small talk isn't about weather or work or how bad the traffic was. It's about creating tiny human moments that make life a little less robotic. So next time you're at a coffee shop, a wedding, or even stuck in a painfully slow elevator, look around. Notice something. Comment on it, and just see what happens. Worst case, you get a polite smile. Best case, you make someone's day, or even meet your next best friend. Because mastering small talk isn't about learning lines, it's about learning present. And once you do that, you'll realize small talk was never small to begin with.